Greg, as far as qualification for the top four was concerned, you narrowly missed out on that. A creditable 3-3 draw at Aberystwyth Town, but not quite enough to get you over the line. You've had a week or so now to look back and reflect. What are your thoughts overall?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, it was a brilliant game. Obviously, nice that it was live on the telly. There was a lot at stake. Obviously, it was, certainly the biggest game of our season. We played really well. As did Aberystwyth, it was just a brilliant game overall. As has been the story of our season, probably too many soft, easy goals that we gifted the opposition. Probably just gave ourselves too much to do. Obviously, we equalised late. Potentially, if we'd have scored that equaliser 5, 6, 7 minutes earlier, then there's enough time there for us to go on and grab another. But we gave it our all. I think certainly certain decisions again from the referee probably influenced it. You look at the red card that Helen Evans received against Wrexham compared to the challenge that Leah Lewis was on the receiving end of, with 20 minutes to go, which potentially could have broken her leg, and the ref hasn't even given a free kick for it. So certainly a game where things certainly didn't go our way again. But just obviously overall very disappointing not to achieve our goal of reaching the top four.
But you're still in with a shout of silverware this weekend. Gennaro Adran Trophy game against Swansea City. That will be a tough one.
Yeah, tough. They're obviously they're back. Probably playing as well as what they have done for a number of years now. Obviously, they've beaten Cardiff City. Cardiff City's first defeat in I don't know how long, over a year and a half. In terms of the league, anyway. So Swansea obviously full of confidence. As we found out when we went down there, a few weeks ago, on the back of a heavy defeat. Again, certain things didn't go our way. Injuries, players having to come off in the first half certainly didn't help our cause there. So we're in a much better position than what we were then, with players back from injury. So yeah, obviously it's going to be a very difficult game, but it's obviously a massive game, chance to reach a cup final. So the girls really looking forward to it.
Since we moved into the Welsh system, we've played Swansea City on 8 occasions. We've only won one of those games, but apart from the one that you've just referenced there, we've scored in all of them.
Yeah, no, obviously, we always score lots of goals. There's not many games where we don't score. Like I keep going back to, our problem is, our problem this year has been conceding too many, and that's not just the back four's fault or the goalkeeper's fault. It's as a collective we need to be better in terms of stopping teams getting into these dangerous positions. So yeah, it's obviously we know what we got to do. We've obviously got to first and foremost be a lot better out of possession, and then when we do have the ball, which chances are on Sunday, we're probably not going to have as much of the ball as what Swansea do. So it's a case of making sure that we're nice and clinical when we do have it, and then making sure that we defend properly when we don't have it.
Since our last press conference, you've signed a couple of players. How have they been bedding in, albeit the early days, of course?
Yeah, they've settled on really well. Both great girls, both very ambitious in terms of, they really want to develop their football careers. It was great. Obviously, Mel came on and scored the equaliser against ABBA, so it was, hopefully that's given her a lot of confidence. And Grace is flying. She's away with Wales under-19s at the moment in camp, so she's flying as well. So yeah, both really good signings, and added some much needed depth to the squad.
Will there be many changes this coming Sunday?
Yeah, I think there's going to be some forced ones. Again, going back to the injury situation, we've got Ella Hartley, who's just had a knee operated on last week. So she's looking at a good 4 to 5 months in terms of rehab. So she's obviously going to be a massive miss. Chantal Thier comes back from concussion that she suffered against Swansea last time. It forced her off in the first half. So we'll have Shan back, and obviously with the new signings as well. So it's we're in a good position where we can chop and change, and me and Shauna can work out what's going to be the best 11 to go with. So we're certainly in a good position from that point of view. It's nice to have some options.
And ahead of the game itself against Swansea City, how have the training sessions been going, the preparation in general?
Yeah, really good. We've had, like I say, we've had a great turnout this week. We've worked on some things. We'll probably, we'll certainly think about playing slightly different on Sunday. We've worked on that just in case that's the way we decide to go. So the girls are well prepared for that. But no, it's just been a good week of training overall. Obviously, we had last weekend off, which was nice to just give the girls a weekend off, and they could just switch off from football, because it's been a pretty full on month or two. So yeah, they're in a great position looking ahead to Sunday.
And finally, Greg, away from the women's game, but still with football, focusing on yourself, you haven't quite hung up those boots just yet, have you?
No, I can't give it up. It's yeah, it was nice. Obviously on Friday, just have a little run around for the reserves in the reserve cup. So it's obviously it's you know, priority is obviously getting the lads their minutes, and you know, it's nice to be involved. Obviously, me and Simon Spender predominantly take that team. So obviously it was a big game against a very good team, Flint Mountain Reserves, and they're a very good young team who went 2-0 ahead. So it was yeah, it was nice to be able to come on and you know, change the game, I suppose, because I think within a few minutes of coming on, I'd scored and got us back into it. So yeah, it's just nice, you know, playing every now and again as opposed to every week, because you know, I only played 25 minutes on Friday, but I think it was still Monday or Tuesday before I could walk properly. So, yeah, not moving quite as well as what I used to, but it's still nice to be able to play a part, and yeah, I really enjoy it.